9. Hidden signs. She likes you but won't admit it. Dating psychology for men. Old Stoic wisdom. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. William Saroyan. Gentlemen, let's dive into a question that could forever change how you understand women. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're unsure whether a woman is interested in you or just being friendly, maybe? You've sensed something in her behavior that made you question her intentions, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. The truth is, women are incredibly skilled at hiding their feelings. They can be attracted to you while still acting like they're just being nice, or even worse, pretending they couldn't care less. And here's the kicker, most men miss these signs entirely. But what if I told you that there are 9 clear signals a woman sends when she likes you, even if she's trying to hide it? Once you understand these cues, you'll never be left wondering again. You'll be able to see attraction where others see nothing. This gives you a huge advantage. There's an undeniable thrill to the chase. But here's the real secret. The chase isn't about the pursuit at all. It's about understanding the psychological signals. She's unknowingly sending most guys focus on the obvious signs. The big smile, the flirtatious comments, the bold gestures. But the real clues are far more subtle, more hidden. And if you can learn to recognize them, they'll reveal everything. Stick with me until the end. And not only will you discover these signs, but you'll also learn how to respond in ways that foster deeper attraction instead of pushing her away. Sign number 1. She finds subtle ways to touch you or be near you. Don't expect her to announce her interest in the grandiose fashion you might imagine. No dramatic gestures, no bold declarations of affection. You might think that love and attraction need to be shouted from the rooftops. But in reality, it's the small, seemingly insignificant gestures that speak volumes. Pay attention to those seemingly innocent accidental touches. A gentle tap on your arm when she's making a point. Her body brushing against yours in a crowded room when there's plenty of space. All that subtle closeness she maintains when you're engaged in conversation. These aren't random. They're intentional. They're calculated. These micro-movements are her way of bridging the physical divide without loudly announcing her feelings. She's not just waiting for the perfect moment to hold your hand. She's already inching closer to you in her own quiet way. Now here's where the iron mind comes into play. You must become aware of the subtle art of reading between the lines, or more accurately, between the touches. Don't be oblivious when she lingers a little too long or casually bumps into you. Her body's language is telling you that she's comfortable with you and perhaps even seeking a deeper connection. This is where old Stoic wisdom can guide your response. The Stoic principles urge us to maintain control over our emotions and reactions. When you're in her presence, don't let your mind race or jump to conclusions too quickly. Stay composed. Notice the subtle clues and let your reactions be grounded in a calm understanding of her true intentions. Why does this matter? Well, physical proximity is a powerful subconscious signal, one that transcends words. You see, trust is built on comfort, and women don't offer that level of comfort to just anyone. If she's deliberately closing the distance between you or letting her fingers brush your sleeve while sharing a laugh, she's sending a clear message that not only does she enjoy your company, but she also feels safe in your presence. The art of understanding these small acts is part of what makes a man attractive. The ability to stay cool under pressure, to see beyond the surface and to interpret signs that others may miss. So you must ask yourself, what are you missing the next time you're around a woman you're curious about? Take a moment to track how often she positions herself closer to you. Notice when she gravitates towards you in a crowded space. Does she lean in when speaking? How often does she accidentally brush your arm? You might be astonished at just how much she's communicating without uttering a single word. You must train yourself to recognize these signals. The path to understanding women lies not in what they say, but in how they act, and these subtle touches, while they may seem trivial, are often the strongest signs of attraction. Incorporating this wisdom is critical. While the world around you is obsessed with grand gestures, Stoic principles encourage you to tune into the small, almost imperceptible moments. It's in these details that you'll find the answers to many of the questions you've been asking yourself. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that the smallest changes, the most overlooked moments, can hold the deepest meaning. Don't ignore them. They're more revealing than you might think. Sign number 2. She goes out of her way to make eye contact. Gentlemen, here's a classic mistake. Many men make confusing, fleeting eye contact with genuine attraction. It's easy to assume that just because a woman glances at you, there's something more to it. But let's get real. When a woman is truly interested, she doesn't just glance. She deliberately holds your gaze as though her eyes are speaking to you, saying things her lips haven't dared to whisper. It's not just the act of looking, it's the how. Her gaze may linger just a fraction longer than what's typical. Her eyes soften, not in a distracted way, but in a focused, inviting manner. If you pay close attention, you might even catch the subtle dilation of her pupils. That's her body signaling something profound. I see you. I am tuned into you. It's a silent but powerful message, a form of connection that speaks louder than any words. What to do instead? Here's where the Stoic rules of self-control come into play. Don't panic. Don't avert your eyes in a rush of nervousness, like most guys do. Instead, embrace the moment when she holds your gaze. Resist the urge to break it right away. Hold it for a beat longer than normal. Let a small, confident smile curl at the corners of your lips. Then slowly, without hesitation, look away. This small but deliberate action flips the script. You're no longer the guy she noticed. You're the guy who made her feel noticed. It's subtle, but it's a game changer. It's as though you've broken the rules of social interaction, just enough to intrigue her and gentlemen. That's the essence of practical Stoicism, taking control of your emotions and actions despite what others expect or the tension of the moment. Why this works? Eye contact isn't just a passing social nicety, it's a primal form of connection. In both romantic and professional settings, it establishes trust, rapport, and the powerful sensation of being truly understood. And here's the kicker: when you master the art of eye contact, you're not just reading her emotions better, you're also learning to communicate yours without uttering a single word. You become someone who understands the quiet power of connection, an individual who's not afraid to show the depth of his attention and care. You'll find that this one action, rooted in both human nature and the paths of wisdom, will open doors that words cannot. Now let's break it down further. If she keeps looking at you not just once, but multiple times within a short span, that's no accident. That's her brain saying, pay attention to him, ignore it, and you're silently signaling you're not interested. Ask yourself, how many times have you missed this sign because you were distracted looking at your phone, staring at the floor, or even getting lost in your own head? The answer might shock you, but here's the Stoic wisdom: you must be present in the mood. Meant. It's not just about what she does. It's about how you respond. Don't let this slip through your fingers. You've been handed the chance to connect, to speak without words, to create an unspoken bond. It's a doorway to deeper connection. It's rooted in the core of human nature and speaks volumes when you know how to wield it. Remember, this isn't just a game of attraction. It's a matter of presence, attention, and control. You must always be tuned into the signals around you, for this is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked signs of attraction. Don't miss out. The paths of wisdom are filled with opportunities to connect, and when you understand this, you'll see how the Stoic rules and practical Stoicism shape not just your approach to dating, but your entire life. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Be sure to subscribe for more insights on dating psychology and ancient wisdom for modern men. Comment to remember, I communicate with confidence and clarity. Sign number 3. She mirrors your movements. You must understand the power of body language when a woman mirrors your movements, posture, or even speech rhythm. It's not a coincidence, it's a massive signal of attraction. This subtle act of mirroring is more than just a quirk. It's her subconscious way of syncing up with you, saying we're in tune. When a woman likes you, her body aligns with yours in remarkable ways. If you lean in to emphasize a point, she leans in too. If you laugh at something, she laughs, even if the joke wasn't clear to her. If you shift in your seat, watch how she adjusts hers a moment later. That's not mere mimicry. It's a silent message of comfort and connection, an unspoken agreement that she feels at ease around you. You must not overlook these small yet profound cues. Mirroring is a sign that she feels comfortable in your presence. It's her subconscious way of forming a bond, establishing a connection beyond words. This isn't just a romantic gesture, it's a signal of her desire to be in sync with you. Understand this: when someone mishears you, they are building a bridge of trust, silently saying, "I belong here." Don't let these moments pass by without recognition. Mirroring in any form, whether in romantic contexts or business situations, speaks to your social acuity. If you can spot it, you become sharper, more engaging, more aware of the subtle undercurrents of human interaction. In modern life, this is crucial, whether you're in a job interview, at a social event, or networking with potential clients. Noticing mirroring is a skill that sharpens your ability to connect. Just as Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If you see mirroring, use it. Lean in with confidence, match her tone. Stay open with your body language and embrace the flow of the conversation. You're not just responding, you're reinforcing the bond. She's already subconsciously created with you every time you notice this. You're training yourself to become a master of connection. But here's the real takeaway. Mirroring isn't just about romance. It's a fundamental social skill. The more you recognize these cues, the more you'll connect with people on a deeper level, in work, in life, in relationships. Mastering this skill will set you apart. It's how you gain influence, how you win people over. Remember the wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus. Understanding the unspoken is just as important as the spoken word. You must be vigilant, you must be aware. When you master the art of mirroring, you master life. Mirroring is your path to connection, and connection is your path to success. Sign number 4. She laughs at your jokes even when they're not that funny. Let's face it, not every quip you make is going to land as the next big stand-up bit. Sometimes you're just trying to fill the space with a comment or toss out something that's more cringy than clever. But here's the kicker: when she likes you, she'll laugh. And it's not just polite, "Ha, I'm being nice" laughter. No, it's the kind of laughter that feels genuine, almost like an invitation. She's encouraging you, signaling that she wants to keep the conversation flowing and make you feel good in her presence. It's her way of rewarding your efforts, boosting your confidence, and making sure the dynamic stays warm and engaging. So what should you do when this happens? Don't downplay it. Don't self-deprecate with a weak, "Wow, that wasn't even funny." No, this is your moment. Accept it as what it truly is: her comfort with you, her interest in you. Her laughter is an affirmation of both. You must see this for what it is: a direct sign of attraction. Instead of deflecting, embrace that moment. She's showing you that she enjoys you, that she likes having you around, and she wants you to feel at ease with her. Why does this matter? Laughter is powerful. It breaks down walls, releases tension, and creates a connection that words alone can't always do. It's a universal signal that she is emotionally aligning with you, creating a subtle bond that allows you to move past surface-level interactions into something deeper. Whether you're in a romantic setting or navigating professional or social dynamics, her laughter is your ticket to instant likability and approachability. In fact, when you foster moments like this, you become more magnetic to everyone. You're not just making her feel good, you're learning to create an atmosphere where others enjoy your presence too. This is where old Stoic wisdom comes into play. The ability to remain grounded and confident regardless of external circumstances. Developing an iron mind isn't just about Stoic principles. For self-discipline, it's about cultivating the kind of presence that draws people in, making them feel at ease and appreciated. Your self-assurance will make people gravitate towards you, eager to be around your energy. So what's the best way to handle her laughter? Don't rush past it. Don't dismiss it the next time she laughs, especially if it's at one of your less than perfect jokes. Pause for a moment. Smile. Hold her gaze and let that small connection hang in the air for just a beat. That subtle exchange will speak volumes more than words ever could remember. Mastering these interactions will not only help you in dating, but will make you a more magnetic person across all aspects of life. The more you're able to make people feel good around you, the more you'll attract opportunities and connections. So be mindful of these small moments because they carry the weight of Stoic principles. The same principles that help you maintain control, composure, and confidence in any situation, in every laugh, every moment. You're building an aura of magnetic attraction. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us or simply comment. Very cool. It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. Sign number 5. She plays with her hair or touches her neck while talking to you. You've probably noticed it before she twirls a strand of hair around her finger or subtly brushes her neck with her fingertips. Most men will think it's nothing more than a nervous habit or just the result of fidgeting. But here's the thing. When it comes to attraction, these subtle movements speak volumes. This is not just idle behavior, it's an unconscious sign that she's drawn to you, that her mind and body are sending out a signal. In the world of dating psychology for men, these little gestures are huge. Think about it. The neck is one of the most vulnerable parts of the body, a place where we instinctively protect ourselves. Yet when she touches it, she's doing something powerful. This isn't just a random act. She's revealing a certain level of trust and openness, signaling that she feels comfortable in your presence. Moreover, the act of playing with her hair isn't just some mindless gesture. It's a subtle way for her to draw your attention to her femininity. It's almost as if she's saying, "Look at me. I'm here and I'm interested." Women instinctively want to feel attractive, and these micro gestures are often ways to test if you're picking up on the signals. What should you do instead? Don't call it out. Whatever you do, don't make her self-conscious by pointing out her behavior with something like, "You're playing with your hair." That's a surefire way to break the moment, kill the chemistry, and make her feel awkward. Instead, take these signs as confirmation of her interest. They're her subconscious way of communicating that she is comfortable around you and that on some level she wants you to notice her. Why does it matter? The key here is understanding the deeper psychology behind these actions. When a woman touches her hair or neck, she's signaling two important things. One, she feels safe enough to let her guard down. She's subconsciously trying to draw your attention toward her femininity. These small but powerful cues show that she's not just passively sitting there, she's actively putting effort into how she presents herself around you. And let's be clear, these subtle signs are often far more telling than anything she might say aloud. In the context of Stoic rules and practical Stoicism, it's a reminder that actions often speak louder than words, and true understanding comes not from what is spoken, but from what is felt and observed. Mastering the art of noticing these cues without overreacting will make you stand out by reading the situation and responding without making her feel exposed or uncomfortable. Udemo. Demonstrate a key trait that all successful relationships need: social intelligence. This skill will not only help you connect more deeply with her, but will serve you well in all areas of life. You'll be able to forge stronger bonds, read people better, and show that you truly understand the paths of wisdom that come with patience and subtlety. And remember, the signals will only get more subtle from here. Soon you might be faced with behavior that seems the opposite of attraction unless you can decode it. Most men miss these signs entirely, but now you'll have the tools to recognize them. Just remember, the more in tune you are with these signals, the more you'll see that the path of wisdom in relationships is about reading the unspoken, respecting boundaries, and knowing when to make your move. Don't miss your chance to understand the deeper layers of attraction. It's in these small moments where real connections are made. Sign number 6. She acts nervous or fidgety when you're around. When a woman acts nervous or fidgety around you, don't misread it as a negative. Most men miss this key sign, thinking that her tapping fingers, adjusting her clothes, or shifting her weight means she's uncomfortable, but in reality, it's often the opposite. Nervous energy is the body's way of dealing with attraction, not discomfort. It's important to understand that her fidgeting could be a direct reflection of her emotional investment. In the moment, she's trying to control her feelings, but they're spilling out in the form of subtle nervous behavior instead of backing away. Recognize this for what it is, a sign that she's into you, but maybe too afraid or unsure to admit it. In the world of dating psychology, this is an invitation for you to lean in, not retreat. Women often mask their emotions in early interactions to maintain control, as they don't want to come across as vulnerable. By noticing the signs, you gain an edge. You can respond with patience and confidence, reading her body language with wisdom. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, said Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher. His words remind us that true power comes from recognizing the subtle cues people give us, then responding with mastery, not anxiety. So when you see this nervous energy, don't rush to judgment. Don't assume she's uncomfortable. Instead, remember, nervousness is often the body's way of dealing with the attraction she's feeling for you. Master this understanding, and you can shift the power in your interactions. That's what Stoicism teaches us. The power is in the response. Apply this not only in dating, but in every aspect of life, in job interviews, tense negotiations, or even tough conversations. The ability to spot and use nervous energy can transform you into a more confident, empathetic communicator. You must never forget this. She may not admit it, but her body will always tell you what's going on beneath the surface. Don't hesitate to read it. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, said Epictetus. This is your moment to demonstrate emotional intelligence and maturity. Stay calm, stay sharp. Recognize the signs, use them to win. That's how Stoicism wins, by mastering yourself and by mastering the situations that life presents. The next time you notice her nervous fidgeting, trust yourself to act decisively. The situation is yours to command. If you found this insight valuable, hit like, share it with someone who could use this wisdom, and leave a comment below. With this statement, nervousness around someone can often be a sign of hidden attraction. Don't forget to subscribe for more dating psychology and Stoic wisdom. Sign number 7. She asks personal questions about your life or future. Some guys might dismiss this as just idle chit-chat. But if a woman is genuinely interested, she doesn't just want to know where you like to eat or what kind of music you listen to. She's digging deeper. She'll steer the conversation toward more intimate topics. What you want out of life. How you grew up, your dreams, and even your fears. Don't underestimate this. It's not mere small talk. It's her subtle way of testing if there's potential for deeper connection. So what should you do when she asks about your aspirations or your childhood? This is your moment. Don't falter or hide behind vague surface-level answers. Instead, open up authentically, but with confidence. Let her in. Share your story, your values, and your vision. These moments are not just about answering her questions, they're about revealing your true self, which, believe it or not, is incredibly attractive. The iron mind of a man shaped by the old Stoic wisdom understands that emotional vulnerability, when shared in the right moment, is one of the most powerful ways to build a connection. Why? Because trust is the bedrock of any lasting relationship, and when you let her see the depth of who you are, you're building trust, which is magnetic. Don't shy away from these conversations. She's clearly showing interest in learning more about the man behind the surface. When she asks personal questions, it's not a casual pass-the-time activity. She's mentally categorizing you as someone who might matter. You must recognize this as a critical moment to showcase your authenticity. You see, according to Stoic principles, true strength lies in self-awareness and emotional clarity. A man who can speak truthfully about his past, present, and future exudes a quiet confidence, something that cannot be faked. The hidden psychology at play here is rooted in the fact that humans bond through self-disclosure. The more deeply you share, the stronger the emotional connection. This isn't just a casual interaction, it's her way of building an emotional bridge toward intimacy. Remember, when she guides the conversation into deeper waters, she's laying the foundation for emotional closeness. Don't waste the opportunity. Use these moments to create a bond that could truly last, and show her that you are a man with an iron mind, one who doesn't shy away from revealing his true self. When it comes to relationships, vulnerability paired with strength is a potent combination. And old Stoic wisdom would say, this is the key to lasting connections. So when she asks those questions, be bold, be real, and let the conversation unfold naturally. Sign number 8. She compliments you, but keeps it casual. Compliments can be tricky when a woman is genuinely into you but doesn't want to put all her cards on the table just yet. She'll drop compliments in the most subtle way. They won't be the kind of compliments that blast through the air like a bullhorn. Oh no, she won't say something overt, like "you look amazing in that shirt," but rather something quiet, offhand, and perhaps even a little shy. It could be as simple as "I like the way you think," or "that's a good idea," said casually, without the obvious undertone of flirting. Now, why is this important? These low-key compliments may seem like nothing at first glance, but don't be fooled. They're often more genuine and thoughtful than the big flashy compliments that scream, "I'm into you." A woman who likes you but isn't ready to confess. Her feelings might be testing the waters with these understated remarks. They are tiny breadcrumbs of affection carefully scattered for you to find. You could easily dismiss them if you're not paying attention. But if you do notice, you'll see them for what they are, a way for her to show interest without exposing herself too much. What to do instead? Don't flinch or turn red. Don't fumble with your words, and don't deflect. Acknowledge the compliment with confidence, not embarrassment when she compliments you. Don't downplay it or brush it off like it's nothing. You must stand tall and respond with a simple thanks. "I appreciate that." Hold eye contact. This is key. It's not about being arrogant or pompous, but about showing that you respect the connection between you two. This small moment of acknowledgement sends a message. You noticed her, and you value what she's saying. Why it matters? What you may think are just small compliments are actually her way of quietly conveying her feelings. Subtle compliments can hold more weight than the obvious ones because they're not wrapped in flirtation or playful banter that could easily be dismissed. They are genuine, unguarded moments where she's letting you know she sees something in you that stands out. This could be the way you approach problems, the way you speak with confidence, or even the way you hold yourself in conversation. Pro tip: look for the hidden patterns. Once you start recognizing these low-key compliments, you'll realize they're everywhere in romantic settings, friendships, or even work interactions. These casual remarks, when stacked together, form a pattern of subtle acknowledgement that gradually builds deeper rapport. It's like building a bridge of connection, one micro-moment at a time. This is where Stoic rules come into play. The ancient Stoics taught us to observe and respond with clarity, to avoid distractions, and to embrace the present moment. You must adopt a practical Stoicism approach when you interact with her. Don't let your mind wander into overthinking. Don't lose yourself in worrying about what she might mean. Just be present and accept the compliment for what it is, a genuine recognition of something about you that catches her attention. You see, navigating the paths of wisdom isn't about making grand gestures. It's about paying attention to the quiet signals that people send, the subtle threads that weave the fabric of meaningful connections. So when she gives you that casual compliment, don't overlook it. Be the one who notices, who sees it for what it is, and who responds with the confidence. The relationship you build from these small but meaningful exchanges will stand the test of time. If you notice these subtle signs, you're already more aware than most, while others might. You're picking up on what truly matters. Comment below with "I recognize the small gestures that lead to deeper connections." Sign number 9. She pretends not to notice you but always tracks your movements. Understanding the hidden signs a woman likes you yet won't openly admit. It is a powerful tool. One of the most subtle and telling signs, and often misinterpreted by men, is when she pretends not to notice you, but is always tracking your movements. You've been there, you're in the same room as her, and she acts completely indifferent. Yet somehow you catch her glancing in your direction over and over. It's a classic misread, and most men fall into the trap of thinking she's simply not interested. But let me tell you, this is a tactic, a calculated move, a form of control. She wants to appear calm, collected, not desperate. By acting uninterested, she creates distance while secretly keeping an eye on you. She's watching, absorbing, evaluating you. This is where understanding the unspoken is vital. Don't fall into the trap of thinking this means disinterest. On the contrary, this is often her way of observing you without giving away too much of her own hand. While still feeding her curiosity about you, she's quietly engaged, just on her terms. The key here is not to rush in or take this as a sign of being ignored. Instead, realize the deeper dynamic at play. She's intrigued, but she won't give you the satisfaction of seeing it. This subtle dance is part of human nature, and to truly win in the game of attraction, you must master it. Recognize these cues and understand that what seems like distance can actually be a sign of deep interest. Pay attention to these details, and you'll start to see the world with a level of emotional intelligence that sets you apart in the modern world where everyone is glued to their phones. People are more distracted than ever, and that's where you can gain the edge. Epictetus, the ancient Stoic philosopher, taught us to master what we can control and not be disturbed by what we can't. You must control your responses, not chase her, not react impulsively. Instead, use this moment of her glance as an opportunity to subtly affirm the interaction. If you catch her eye, hold the gaze just a second longer than usual before breaking it. Don't call attention to the moment. Let it sit between you two. This small yet powerful gesture flips the balance of control. You show her that you're aware, present, and in command of the situation. This one small shift will spark her curiosity and keep her coming back for more. Let's talk about the bonus point, something men often overlook, but which is crucial in reading and responding to attraction. Subtle communication is one of the most powerful tools in understanding what's really going on. Most men are too focused on the grand gestures, over-the-top flirtations, extravagant compliments, the obvious signs. But attraction is often more about the quiet signals, the small actions that reveal her true feelings without saying a word. Pay attention to the moments that seem insignificant. Those brief touches, the prolonged eye contact, the way her body mirrors yours. These actions, though subtle, are often more revealing than anything she could verbally express. When you learn to read these moments, you unlock a new level of emotional intelligence that will transform your interactions, not just with women, but with everyone around you. You'll stop guessing what others are thinking and start truly understanding them. Let's recap. She might find subtle ways to touch you or be near you. She might hold prolonged eye contact, mirror your body language, laugh at your jokes even when they're not funny, or fidget when you're around. These are all signs that she's tuned in, interested, and not as aloof as she might seem. In fact, the more you pay attention to these cues, the more socially aware you become. And the more magnetic you become to others, you'll no longer miss opportunities, you'll start creating them. Attraction isn't always bold and loud. Sometimes it's quiet, whispered in the subtlety of her actions, and only the men who truly pay attention will hear it. As Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Apply that same principle to your interactions. Don't want, don't chase, master the art of subtlety, and let her come to you. This is how you win in the modern world of dating. You must be the man who reads the room, who understands the silent cues, and who is not afraid to embrace the subtle power of Stoicism. In attraction, the world will never stop sending you signals. It's time you start listening. Conclusion 9. Hidden signs. She likes you but won't admit it. Dating psychology for men. Old Stoic wisdom. Hey there. Thanks for sticking with me until the end. If you made it this far, drop a simple comment below to let me know you're part of our real community. Don't forget to like this video. It's a quick way to help others discover this content, and it tells YouTube to share it with more people who could really benefit from it. Here's my advice. If you're struggling to read the signs in a woman, remember, this patience and observation go a long way. People might not always be upfront about their feelings, but they often give away clues in the little things they do. Trust your instincts and don't rush things. Good things take time. And if you know a guy who's always saying, I can never tell if she's interested, send him this video. It might just change his entire dating life.